I'm sitting here with Nic Leboeuf, Spider Boy, out of Barbu Kickboxing. Nicholas is a crazy fighter, and he's going to fight for the 139-pound title against a real good opponent from Calgary. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Tell us your name, your age, where you train, and your record.
All right, my name is Nic Leboeuf. I fight at Barbu Kickboxing, and my record is 6-3-1.
For you guys, most of you guys know this, but Nic fought Jerrid Allan in the first show. Was fight of the night. It was crazy good. And they're back again, so these guys are on the rise. Nic is on the rise, and I want you guys to get to know Nic and all his dirty secrets. So, Nic Leboeuf, are you ready for some riveting questions?
Yes, sir.
When's your birthday?
My birthday is February 1st, 1999. Yep.
I booked a plane ticket today for Oyen Topic to come here.
Oh,
his birthday was also February 1st.
That's nice.
All right. Where were you born, Nic?
Montreal, Canada.
Montreal, Canada? Yeah. But you're of...
my mom is Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
My dad is French Canadian. Yeah.
Vietnamese and French Canadian descent. Excellent.
My name is Nic Leboeuf, but I look Asian. So.
Are you working or you're in school?
I'm at school right now.
What are you studying?
Math major.
Math major?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Wow.
I have 2 classes left and then home free.
Wow. Outside of fighting and training, what are some hobbies that you do?
That's hard for a fighter to ask as a questions, because you know, fighting, that's what you consume like every time. So you have time to do other stuff. So you know, when I'm not training, I'm just relaxing, you know, reading books.
No shipbuilding, no painting, no.
I don't have time.
Don't have time?
But I used to do a guitar, but I stopped it, and probably start again after school when I have a bit more time.
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have a small Shetland dog.
How big?
Like this. Like
square?
20 pounds.
Yeah?
It's a really cute dog.
Yeah.
Her name is Seal. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm a big animal person. I recently acquired a squirrel.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
You can go on my Instagram.
How did you find one?
He showed up. He found me. People ask me, where did you find him? I said, he found me. Like, he came in. Okay. His name is Biggie. I named him after my favorite rapper. Okay. What was your first martial art discipline, and how old were you?
So when I was 14, I started Kyokushin karate, where you can only punch from the neck down, but you can do head kicks.
Bare knuckles.
Yeah, bare knuckle.
Yeah, that's rough.
I used to do bare knuckle fights. It's pretty. That's why when I went to A class, you know, no shin guard. I don't care.
Yeah, it's easy for you.
But the biggest thing is, you know, head punches, because you're punching like this. You don't know how to keep your chin down, or
taking 50 of them here is not.
Yeah, to the body I can take for days, or even low kicks. Don't mind.
Do you remember how old you were when you decided you first wanted to compete, and what made you want to compete?
2 months of cardio, I already wanted to compete, but the sensei at the time said, nope. He said, go see fights first, and then tell me. And then I saw the fights, and I was not deterred at all. I was like, let's go.
You wanted to do it more.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And, yeah, my first fight, I got nut shot. I didn't wear a cup.
Kicked in the nuts. Nut shot is a term we use in this industry for getting kicked square in the nuts.
And that's when I decided to buy a cup at my first fight.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What's your coach's name?
Francis Duguay.
Francis Duguay. Yeah. Good guy. I know him well. Can you give me a funny story or something funny, a funny factoid about Francis Duguay, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend?
I got too much, but I'm gonna limit to like 1 or 2. He has a big passion for boats. Outside of kickboxing, he loves talking about boats and knots and all that stuff. That's pretty cool. He has lots of crazy stories about boats, which I always find entertaining. Mm-hmm. And also after every fight, even if I win, I get roasted by him and everyone.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
So it doesn't matter if I win or lose, I'm just gonna get roasted on every time.
What's his funniest roast?
That I don't have my hands up. And I always think I do.
Excellent. Okay, tell us about your first fight. Were you nervous? How did you feel going in? How did you feel after?
So my first fight was actually a smoker here.
Yeah.
And it was a fighter that I probably want to rematch one day. And I had like 2 months of kickboxing in my experience, and he had like probably a couple of fights. I got wrecked pretty badly, but I didn't get hurt, and I was pretty happy. I was like, that's good. I got beat up, but next time it won't be as bad. And
have you tried to get that rematch with was it Fashar?
Yeah, Bashar, yeah.
Bashar.
But he called me out in the last fight.
Ah.
So yeah, I want to.
Interesting. Good fighter.
Yeah. Good fighter.
That'll be a good fight. Okay, tell us about your first win. How did it feel to get your hand raised in front of your coach and your friends?
I didn't get my first win until my second fight. It was really nice because I lost my first amateur fight where it was a really close fight. Some people say I won, some people say I lost, but I agree with the decision. But it still sucked, you know. Just like you work so hard and then beh. But I don't let it bother you too much. I'm just like, it's okay, it's just a fight. Next one, I was pretty happy. It's a nice feeling every time, and it doesn't get old.
Yeah.
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 It doesn't get old. Never.
That's what you work for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you work for. So with everything you've experienced from day one until now, and we know you're going to go a lot further, what would you say to young boys and girls that want to do what you do?
You know, there's the thing basics like everybody says, you know, don't give up, work hard, whatever. I feel like it's not as simple as just working hard, right? It's being smart, like, and also not just focusing on like the training part of fighting. If you want to be pro, you gotta be good at, you know, all the exterior stuff, media, Instagram, social media. That's how people get to know you. That's how people, you know, get to see who you are. Like if you're a good fighter but nobody knows you, how will you get fights, you know? I'd say like, you know, if you want to go pro,
tickets, promoters
exactly.
want tickets sold.
So if you want to go pro one day, you got to start early with the social media, right?
Except for Empire, we just want the best fights you can get.
I mean, like in pro level, you know.
We're having a pro level show, man. There's 3-minute rounds and no equipment.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I mean.
I got you. Who was your toughest opponent?
I'd say it's there's two of them. One was he was actually physically tough, but it wasn't like a tough fight. I was giving everything I had in punches, but he had no neck.
Give him some props. Who was it?
His name is Vincent Mercier. He went from far away too, and he took everything and didn't even budge.
You remember where he was from?
I think Wine-Noranda.
Oh wow,
it's really,
way out. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're tough.
Yeah.
Tough country boys.
The other one would be Jerrid, to be honest.
Jerrid was a tough fight?
Like
yeah, you guys had a brilliant fight.
Highest skilled fighter that I fought to date.
Yeah.
Pretty good, really technical, and I had fun. I was in euphoria the whole time. Like I was just happy to be there, you know, every second of it.
I'm sure he has a very high opinion of that fight as well. What is your most memorable moment in the ring? Like what moment stands out to you? Maybe you threw this awesome combination, you rocked somebody and knocked them down. I don't know.
Oh, it was my last fight. I did a spinning back kick, and then the guy dropped and had a count. And like 2 seconds later, he came back and then did a spinning back kick too. But in my head, I was like, no, not the same. It was not the same. And Francis tells me that all the time. Monkey see, monkey do. When you do fancy things, your opponent's gonna probably do it. Superman punch, probably 2 seconds later, is gonna do it. A spinning anything, probably gonna do it 2 seconds later. So that was the perfect moment for that, and I just laughed it off in my head, like no, that's.
It's funny because I watched that clip this morning on social media. Yeah, it was awesome. Who is your biggest fan? You got your family, you got your friend, your girlfriend, I don't know, your dog. Who's your biggest fan? Who's Nic Leboeuf's biggest fan? Who comes to the fights and goes home with no voice?
Well, pretty much, I'd say like the whole Barbu community that comes, it's pretty much equal for everyone, you know.
Yeah,
like
that's probably the best crowd in Montreal.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably, I'm just being cautious. I don't want to insult anybody. Off the top of my head,
sometimes
definitely.
we have rivals, and it's nice to have, you know, like two camps screaming, like in the me versus Jerrid. Yeah. It was so loud. Yeah, it was like from both sides, like it was insane. Like during the fight, I was just hearing screams, and I was like, that is awesome. That's awesome.
You fought in the first ever Empire Fight League card, which is changing the landscape. It's all about skill and humble fighters with respect who can fight real hard. What was your outtake on the first Empire show? What were you impressed by? What was different?
Pretty much, it was beautiful. Like as an event, it just felt, you know, fancy. You know, like everything's, you know, the venue was beautiful. The cameras, the equipment seemed so like top of the line for an amateur fight. And it was the first time there, so even like the entry, you know, there was like a bit of, I think, a small screens,
LED lights.
That was nice. It was good. There was like a good way, you know, road to go to the ring. Really nice. Like, and the fact that just everybody's around the ring, that's cool too. I feel like
there were no bad seats.
Yeah.
I kind of got that idea coming back from Thailand after going to Raja Stadium in Lumpini.
Yeah, that's...
You know, and now every seat was great and everybody was piling on top of each other, so exactly. You continue to do that.
I feel like around the ring is the best because everybody has good seats. And if it's in front, sometimes you're in back and you don't see much.
Who's your favorite fighter and why?
I would say it's Takeru.
Okay.
He's
Japanese kickboxer.
Yeah, he's really tough, strong, and really entertaining to watch. It's like it's gonna be a banger every time. And even if he lost versus Super Leg, it was a crazy fight because at a moment
he loses against Super Leg.
Exactly, but there was a moment where he could have won, and that's with him. It's cool. Like even if he loses maybe the first rounds, there's sometimes he just comes back up and never gives up. Like he fractured his leg, and he still fought 5 rounds, getting kicked in the leg over and over. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the Japanese samurai spirit. They never give up.
I love Japanese fighters. They're
Which known fighter, past or present, can you compare yourself to in terms of style, how they fight?
My favorite fighter, Takeru.
Takeru, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to have a better defense than him because he doesn't have much defense. But
your defense is good.
Yeah, I'm working on that a lot because I don't want to take shots for nothing. I feel like it's not good in long term.
Especially at this level, right?
Yeah. Like maybe I could take them, but why chance it, right?
Find out when you have to find out.
Exactly. Like it's cool to show that you have a good chin, but getting hit voluntarily just doesn't seem smart, long term especially.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any pre-fight rituals, traditions, or superstitions?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah, gotta cut my hair every time.
Okay.
That's because of Francis. He cuts his every time, and every time we have to, or else we lose. It just happens like that. Pre-fight meal would be pho. I eat that after every weigh-in. I eat the Vietnamese soup, best thing ever.
Yep.
And it helps you rehydrate. It's salt, so it's good. Before the fight, I gotta get hit a couple of times to the face just to get my mind ready to fight. A couple of hits there, and I'm ready.
It kicks in.
Exactly. Yeah. It's sometimes just not like woke. You're not like awake. You're just like bang. Okay, good. I'm in a fighting spirit. Got hit once and
that was one of my questions. What's your go-to pre-fight meal? You said Vietnamese soup, which is awesome. Yeah. What's your favorite trashy, garbage, greasy post-fight meal?
Immediately post-fight, after a fight, I'm never hungry. So it's always like the week of, but usually anything like sweet, chocolate, ice cream,
sugar,
cookies.
Okay. The typical day in Nic Leboeuf's life, what does it look like? Give us a rundown.
Usually I wake up, walk my dog, coffee, then either study a bit, go to school, then first training, break, eat, second training, break, eat, recovery. That's pretty much it every day.
Awesome. 2 a day.
Except for Sundays.
Okay.
But that's where I just do nothing.
Yep, good. In all of this, what's the biggest challenge? Balancing out your training and achieving your goals, as well as your school and your work.
School, it's hard, but once school is done, I feel like it's not bad. But I feel like the hardest thing is just food. I like to eat.
Yeah.
And that's something in the fight sport that I feel like it's hard. People don't talk about it much, like weight cutting could cause problems, like mentally and everything.
For sure.
And it's important to take care of that part of your life because, you could have irreparable damage and you just bring your mood down. I feel like anything like weight cut related, it's really hard. And the training to me, it's like, it is hard, but it's a fun part. I like that. So that's okay.
Poison you pick, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, last question. On October 25th at the Plaza Centreville, a co-main event. This is where we released the information we didn't release in the beginning. You are fighting a fighter similar to you. He likes to bang, he likes to go, he's in good shape. Dylan Stone from Calgary, KK Academy in Victory in Calgary. How do you see this fight going?
Like every fight that I do, I feel like it's gonna be a war. I like to bring the fight all the time. If it's gonna be a brawl, I'm just gonna do it. And I feel like if he's a brawler too, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really entertaining. And yeah, if it lasts 5 rounds, it lasts 5 rounds. If it lasts less, it lasts less. I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about fighting and having fun. And I know this is gonna be a really good fight. I'm really excited.
I met you a long time ago. You did your first ever exhibition here with us, because we do a lot of exhibitions. I met Dylan in Calgary with Jerrid 2023.
Oh, wow, okay.
I met him again in Bangkok in 2024, February of this year. And I got to see him fight a bunch of times. And when I asked him, would he be interested in coming to Montreal for a fight, and I found out his weight, I said, okay, these two guys got to go together.
That's nice.
If I got to fly him in from Calgary, and we got to do it.
Yeah, it's always nice. Like,
it's going to be one hell of a fight.
I'm just down for anything. Like a scrap, let's go.
It's gonna be one hell of a fight.
Even better.
All right, champ. Anything you want to say?
Tune in for the fight, Empire Fight League 2 is gonna be awesome, and yeah, title shot. That's gonna be nice. All A class, I'm looking forward to that.
All A class.
Probably won't be able to see any of the fights, but probably after I'm gonna.
It's
watch
all A
them
class, guys. There's no bullshit belts. Whoever's getting fights are people and fighters that I know that deserve a chance. It's all A class. Some of these guys are doing their first A class fight. Some are doing their 10th, whatever. But it's as authentic as you can get. And buy some tickets, get down there, check it out, guys. You can watch it online. And you can watch it later on the Fight Network, but nothing beats live, okay?
Yeah.
Friday, October 25th. Don't miss this one, guys. You miss this one, you're gonna be pissed at yourself the rest of your life. Don't miss it.